Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play this game. Final Fantasy thingy of the Stranger Paradise thingy in the series JG. So, yeah, I was in a really good mood the last time I picked this game up, and it put me in a pretty sour mood. Um, and one thing people may have been yelling at their screens, except that nobody seems to be watching the series, is, JG, you're fool. You're going about these fights all wrong. Because I did a little checking up on this boss fight. I think a huge problem I've got right now, something that I've not really had a good understanding of, because this game is not great at explaining some of this stuff. What does it mean when I go into a battle and my equipment level is lower than the mission level, and there's a big red caution triangle? Because like it feels like at all times there's this thing where it's like, oh, my mission level is so much lower. Like, what is going on? Well, the answer is the levels of your equipment, like the actual level, like items have levels, like experience levels, effectively. And it seems that they actually affect the, like you get damage penalties, not just straight up damage penalties, but you get large break damage penalties, like as in the damage that will cause your enemy to occasionally stun or interrupt their attacks. Those, when you have your equipment level is lower on average than the level of the mission, which is like a stupid mechanic in my opinion, but it is what it is. Like, your characters don't level up. They don't let you grind for experience per se. All you do is get more item drops. But if you're using equipment that's earlier in the game, it's no good. So I got like some of what I'm wearing because it gives me it's leveling me up in the things that I want to get levels in. So part of what I want to do is like, all right, if I just auto-optimize equipment, automatically equip items with the highest equipment level, yes. What if I do the same for everyone else? Now, I was at like 60 something and everything was like, yeah, so now my equipment level is below, but it's not in the red zone anymore. So I might hate myself in the morning, but what if we fight this fucking boss again now? And just see what happens. No longer have these penalties. Will this be way easier? And will it just make it, because I haven't played this game in like 2 weeks. But just simply...
Time for a change.
Oh. I got a little confused about what button does what.
I'm ready. This is the
Well, okay, forgetting what button does what didn't help. I can't believe I'm making myself fight this boss again. I just wanted to see if, like, okay, is it really just, like, super easy and I needed to realize that mechanic. But it also forgot what's block and what's this and what's this, so that makes a difference too. Ow, okay.
falter.
Guess I don't have
Doesn't
enough
bode
for
well.
cure yet.
We got this. Cleanse the poison quickly.
Forgot for a minute how to switch a couple of things around there. We decide he's weak against Blizzard. She's weak against Wizard, I think.
Your mission isn't over yet.
Yeah, okay. I should not have come back into this fight again. Yeah, boy.
It is here.
I think it probably does make it. I think it is going a little. Because I haven't been playing at all, and I'm doing better than I would be completely cold otherwise. Can somebody else please get a little pressure on her?
It's not over unless you give up.
Good.
We must help Jack.
Ow.
Look better. No. It's up to you, Sophia.
Ah. I'm trying to be more aggressive, but yeah, this is probably it's probably a terrible idea to be doing this in part because I have to remember that even though I've been away from the game for a while, you guys are coming off failure bids. I mean, so am I, but I've forgotten. Whereas now it's like, man, it took him that many videos to beat Crockett and he comes back when he didn't have to.
Big trouble.
Don't worry. We got this. Better tread careful.
I'm trying to remember which of these I'm supposed to be blocking in what way. Wasn't that one? Okay, freeze didn't work there.
Don't drink them all at once.
No room for mistakes.
Alright. We should have enough for Ultima. But this is where it kept getting kind of ludicrous that we
Almost out of potions. Can't move?
I thought I was hitting the circle block and getting a bunch of MP back from that, but I guess you don't block Tri-Disaster that way. Although I certainly increased my maximum MP that way. We want to try to hit it when its heads are down.
Hit him, it's gonna hurt.
It's up to you, Sophia.
Ah, fuck. He caught me hanging around. Alright, somebody could hit it other than me. Let's try to get that,
Finally asking for help.
yeah, there we go. Finally asking for help. Yeah, I'm asking for help. Actually, you guys can help all the time. You guys can do your best techniques against this, this boss without me telling you to specifically anytime you want. Don't have enough MP left to do it right. Oh. Yeah, so it's kind of getting, it's probably really possible to get it pretty good there without it getting to regenerate much, but it doesn't regenerate as much every time on its, it's, what you call them's, block beater or whatever. It doesn't regenerate all the way every time, so, okay. That wasn't as easy as I'd hoped it would be, but it felt like, and part of it might have been just getting frustrated and turned around and, like, getting worse instead of better, replaying that boss fight over and over. But I do feel like, in fact, part of my problem was, instead of having the best equipment, I was trying to have equipment that would give me level up advantages, and that may just not have been the thing to do. So let's refight. The man often declared his honest pride that if he was his duty to protect the weak. Duty pushed him to face monster after monster, but when he touched the darkened earth crystal, he learned that monsters were those he sought to protect. A vision of the past showed them betraying him and murdering his friends. He wavered and broke. A horror spread from the darkness and the blah, 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 blah. Weakness and despair. A vision of his past showed them betraying him and murdering his friends. He wavered and broke. A horror stepped forth from the darkness with a mocking sneer, and soon the stranger and his friends lay dead upon the ground. Okay, so this is the memories of the person who became Lich. And Lich sounded suspiciously like our friend, I want to say Ash. I'm getting confused about which one is which. Between Sophia and Neon are the girls. Ash and... I don't even remember the name of the two boys. They're men, but the girls aren't girls. It's Jed. Ash and Jed. Oh. Once upon a time, a friend of mine was driven by a conviction so strong it could put fear into the hearts of the gods themselves. A man looked up to him, and my friend in turn trusted this man with his life. Then this man, well, the thing he feared most was losing his companions, and one in particular most of all. Not just because he had faith in him, no, but because there was some great deed he was destined to do. And so this man strove to become strong enough to protect everyone he cared about. He failed. Soon both he and his friends lay dead by the wayside, their bones destined to rot in the sand. Or so it was to be, until the ball of sorrow and regret that was this man's soul linked with the darkness inside the earth crystal and transformed his remains into Lich, the fiend of earth. The arrogant masters in their gilded halls knew not of this, You see, I kept this particular tidbit of information from them for the sake of our plan. Okay.
This is the one.
Alright, so we're going with,
Be vigilant.
getting more and more into, a strategy of,
This.
wanting to, use Ultima, which may or may not be the right way, but
Usher it to the other side.
try to run, you try to hide. Usher it to the other side. Damn it.
Try to pull straight like this.
I'm trying to, remember how to switch shit around. He doesn't seem to care about, Earth. Maybe he's weak against air in this version. Yeah, that's what it is. Flare wasn't really a big thing in Final Fantasy 1, or rather, wind magic. Ow. I just got caught with some fanciness. And I think I'm dead.
It's over yet, Jack.
Yeah, apparently it is. Apparently I'm dead.
Time
I think,
for a change.
forget about Ultima in this one. Just, like, beat him up.
Be vigilant.
Make it regret this. Get him high.
Hit him, it's gonna hurt. He does not fear us.
Just keep getting desperate.
My brutal tackles will knock you down. I'm a football player, basically. Go! There we go. Seems kind of a rip-off that you get this little health left to do to him. Because you've always got to do 2 fancy pants attacks no matter what. Hey, I was doing my, I was getting ready to do my tackle. I don't know why you get to interrupt it with your Kiss O Doom.
You're finally asking for help.
There we go. So that was significantly easier. All that leaves us to do with the boss rematches that are optional, but I thought we're at least unlocking new jobs for our friends, is Kraken, the one who fairly recently gave us a lot of trouble. So maybe if we're lucky, the rematch against Kraken isn't that much harder than fighting him the first time was. But we got Ash the Tyrant. More of Ash's members have been unlocked. He can now be a tyrant. Huzzah. Alright, well. The power hungry. Stranger wished above all else to become strong, and to that end trained harder than anyone. Soon their ability to recognize, and they were hailed as a warrior of light. Given the task of feeding chaos, they sought even greater power to prove themselves worthy. The moment they touched the darkened water crystal, an epiphany came. With their new knowledge of who they really were, the true objective or the purpose of their quest was transformed. A futile revelation, it seemed, because of things that I didn't read fast enough to read. They were hailed as a warrior with new knowledge of who they really were and what their true objective was. The purpose of the quest for power was transformed. A futile revelation seems monsters emerging from the crystal's darkness made a mockery of the stranger's vaunted abilities. Seth embraced them. They cursed their weakness and visioned envious as they were of those who possessed true power. Now, spirit of the blah blah. All right, so let's just try to win without getting into the fancy ultimate tactic. And if we are having a lot of trouble, then the fancy ultimate tactic might become a thing. Previous Loop, you told me that unlike the others, he was a mere commoner, or its equivalent. Perhaps some arcane soul intricacies up there I dare not theorize about or to blame. From what I saw of him, his abilities and rank put him on equal footing with the other strangers. Still, he persisted in debasing himself. Now, for a man beguiled by strength like him, having such a prime specimen of pure power always near at hand must have contributed to his inferiority complex. Then again, it must be hard to see your own worth when your peers are prodigies too. That must have fueled the resentment he drowned in as he lay dying, and what triggered this transformation to Kraken, Fiend of Water. Ironically, this very transformation is what proves beyond doubt that he's the equal of any of his peers. Except maybe whoever transforms into chaos, he kind of by definition has to be more powerful, right? You know what we could do is just get Regen at least going. And maybe get Protect at least going. And then switch over to Combat class. Could be the reason that Kraken was so difficult is because we were way low levels in our equipment and I wasn't getting that. Well, we got into half faster than I normally could against this jerk. Okay, so we don't want to be close when he lands this.
Here it comes! Watch out! Here it comes!
Get out of there! Oh, man, I was doing so good. I got too aggressive. I almost first-timed that. I think it makes a huge difference that I was fighting with low-level weapons, equipment rather, and just not really even realizing what that was doing. I think that was probably making a huge difference. But now I am going to play around with magic just for the fun of it.
Okay, time to go wild. Might be in big trouble. Don't worry, we got this.
Yeah, I'd like to. And get Ultima off against him, it might be more useful than it is against, If I can get him before he has a chance to... Yeah, there you go. So, that made him easy. Yeah, we did an island. I would give you that. We got some higher level gear out of that, too. Alright, so that's the thing. If I'm fighting through the level regular styles, it's probably fine to be equipped with whatever is going to give me the Jed the Ninja. Jed! Well, hey there, Granny. I've learned secrets of the art of Bushido. Well, I guess that's more samurai secret, Granny. Jed, I can't believe you told them they struck me, Jed. Hey there, Granny. The Silent Death, Warrior of the Night. Jed! Sorry. Jed's a ninja, guys. That'll be fun to play with next time. I actually put myself in a spot where I needed to record one video of this series tonight, and that was all I needed to record to maintain my upload. So I might come back to this game very soon now, because I'm in a better mood and more having more fun with it than I have in recent sessions. Now that I know that, because I think from now on, as I'm playing through a regular old level, I'll fight with whatever gear. Hey there, Pilgrim. Yeah, I guess Pilgrim we've... I suppose I intended to fight with that because it's a DLC class. But we've got to where we can unlock Evoker. Evoker. Turn the tide of battle with supportive spirits. Evokers can use R2 to summon a spirit to aid them in battle. The spirit will fight alongside its master and unleash special abilities on command. Blast Wave. Unleash a powerful shock wave in an area around it. Shackle. Draws in nearby enemies. Interrupt. Creates an effect that delays enemy actions. Heal. Creates an effect that restores HP of nearby allies. Sounds like it's a terrible effort at some kind of summoner class. So many thief points. Samurai job class. We've unlocked Ninja. Ninjas, including Jed. Master ninjutsu techniques control the flow of any battle. Ninjas can hold R2 to access ninjutsu, special techniques that consume ninja tools instead of MP to activate. Ninja tools can be replenished by visiting a cube. Oh. So it's like a separate MP that doesn't restore. They might be really, I mean, if they're really high-end abilities, they might be super useful against bosses, but then there's no mechanic for getting them back. So at some point we unlocked Tyrant, which is an end state job, so there's no, you know, trying to get better at Tyrant to get, or trying to power through the Tyrant job to get something else. Alright, well... Oh, Paladin. Tilt the glass to old Paladin. That's for Bobo, if he ever watches this. It's a reference to Wing Commander, but not a reference to Wing Commander that anyone would get. It's like it's a goofy thing that we would do when playing Wing Commander. So you can play Wing Commander and be familiar with the character Paladin, but the idea that you would say tilt the glass to old Paladin and then do Amazing Grace, not. Alright, so control your HP to turn defensive strength into offensive power. Paladins have access to the Holy Fang ability, which allows you to recover HP while it is active whenever you land a hit. Not only that, but you'll also deal additional holy damage when your HP is at max. Okay. So some of the things, so we still need Nigget points. Yeah, I think Nigget is the only regular old job that we could gain any points in. Like non-end state or DLC job that we can actually gain anything by leveling it up. Which honestly, you know, now that I say that, and now that I also know that we are in a place where it is bad for us to, because Ronin, let's check this again. Sword Fighter, we've unlocked everything we'd need to get out of it. We haven't done anything with Marksman. Warrior, Nigget. So, with Nigget, we could just use Anima. And just use 4 shards, because we've got many more than 4. They are for more than just gaining experience, but we can still use them. And now we've unlocked Void Knight. Master any magic and make it your own. Void Knights can hold R2 to access the runic ability. While it is active, release R2 after being hit by magic to recover MP or unleash a formidable attack by pressing R1. I'm not sure I get it. I guess it's super useful against magic user enemies and probably not that great against anyone else. I don't know. But what I do think we are learning now is that without having used most of them on screen, and in some cases without having ever even used them even off screen, we are done with all of the beginning and middle jobs, and we now have the terminal jobs, which include Sage, Tyrant, Breaker, Liberator, Assassin, Ninja, Paladin, Dark Knight, and the DLC jobs. Evoker is a DLC job. It's not looking like it unlocks any other jobs. So I could play around with Marksman, which will unlock Hunter. But I think that's it. I think Pilgrim unlocks Evoker. And Evoker is a ending job that doesn't unlock other jobs. And I think Hunter is similar. And I think we're done here. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. When we come back next time, I think all we can do is continue the main story. I don't know if we've got any other side ops to do. But I did, and we'll play with this at another time. I'm not gonna extend this video too much longer, but I did want to get into we now have Duelist, Thief, Samurai, Ninja, and Assassin that we can use for Jed. So Jed will become Jed the Ninja. Might as well do that right now, actually. Now Sophia can be a Sage, which I guess we already unlocked with her and she's already working on. Ash can now become Ash the Tyrant. And I didn't mean to do that. But now we've also got Neon, who can become a Void Knight. Which, in fact, she already is. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could look in a FAQ and find, hey, have I already missed side ops that would have given some of our characters alternate jobs? But, yeah, everybody's got stuff they can work on. Everybody's got stuff they can learn. We got a main story we can advance. And I think it was a pretty major revelation to go offline and read and find out, hey, that little red triangle that was trying to indicate you that there was a problem, it was indicating there was a problem. Because I think things got a lot easier once we stopped trying to fight with... And I don't understand exactly what they were. I don't know if it was just... It was definitely break damage inflicted. Possibly break damage received. And maybe even raw damage received. Or inflicted. It seemed like we were taking the same amount of damage. But either way, yeah. We don't need to be fighting with big, massive penalties. And we probably won't be doing that next time. See you then.